What's up, guys? Doomwake here. We are back with another modern video. As always, before we continue, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I've been kind of brainstorming some ideas about potentially, as I was saying, I kind of wanted to mix a little bit of the Twitch content into the YouTube content. I run, or we do every Thursday on the Twitch channel, we do donation decks, whereas a user submits a deck list of their choice for $20. They submit it to me. We play it on the stream in a 5-round Magic Online League, and then we kind of go over it after the league, talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm thinking about doing, and let me know in the comments what you think of this idea, is kind of bringing every Friday, because I do the donation decks on Thursday, so it kind of works perfect for the Friday content, uploading one of these videos to YouTube. So we're going to start with this one and kind of see how the response is, see how the reaction is. Let me know if you like it, and then, maybe we can keep doing this kind of stuff. Again, these are deck lists that are submitted by users. And this one in particular, I was really impressed with. This was Grilled Cheese user in Magic Online user, and I believe on Twitter at Grilled Cheese MTG. And they have a whole bunch of 5-0s with this deck list. I believe that when I saw their last tweet, I think they were something like 26-4 with this deck list across 6 leagues, which is kind of a ridiculous record if you ask me. And I'm very, obviously it has Asmo in it, so I obviously love it, and I was really impressed with it. So just to kind of give you a rundown of what's going on here, we do have Asmo Cookbook, which I'm sure if you've watched videos on the channel before, I'm sure you're used to that by now. But we're kind of approaching it in a little bit of a different fashion. So if you don't know the combo here, it's Goryo's Vengeance, which is instant 2 mana, return a legendary creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, give it haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step, right? With Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. Now, obviously, Emrakul says when it's put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles it into their library. However, it's a trigger, which means that if you discard it to, let's say, Underworld Cookbook or Insolent Neonate or even Seasoned Pyromancer if you have enough mana, you can respond to the trigger and Goryo's Vengeance back the Emrakul to play. It gets haste, attack for 15, they sack 6 permanents. It's usually enough to kill them, especially when you're doing it on turn 2 or turn 3. So that's kind of what we're going for here. We're utilizing Cookbook not only as a way to give us food for Asmo, but we're also utilizing Cookbook as a way to power out Emrakul plus Goryo's. And the deck list like I said, when I played it last night, it felt awesome. And that's kind of what we're aiming here. Now, the rest of the deck, we have some Wishclaw Talismans, because this deck's choke point is usually Goryo's Vengeance. Like, you have plenty of ways to discard. You're not short on that. You have Neonate, Cookbook, and Urza Saga. Don't forget, because Saga can find Cookbook. And you have your Emrakul's Gristlebrands. You could potentially play more Gristlebrands if you wanted to, as like another creature to get back with Goryo's Vengeance. But where you're short is Goryo's, because you only get to play 4 copies of this card. There's nothing, it's so unique, and there's nothing that does what Goryo's Vengeance does. So that's where the choke point is, and that's kind of why we have Wishclaw Talisman to tie the room together. The reason we're playing Wishclaw Talisman over something like Profane Tutor is because of the way that it curves out. So if you play Urza Saga on turn 1, you can then go Black Source, Wishclaw Talisman on turn 2, right? So now you have, and then next turn when you untap, you have 3 mana, because you can float a mana from the Saga before it goes to the graveyard. So you float a mana with Saga. Saga resolves, get a Cookbook. Now, if you have the Emrakul or the Goryo's in your hand, right? So let's say you have one of the pieces. You have a mana floating from the Saga. You use that, activate the Talisman, get the other piece. Now you have a Cookbook in play, both pieces in your hand, and 2 mana untapped. So you're good. The problem with Profane Tutor is if you suspend it on turn 2, it doesn't do anything on turn 3, and that's kind of what this deck is aiming for. It's trying to go a little bit faster than that. And then the rest of the deck is Thoughtseize Inquisition to protect our combo, and then Street Wraith to turn on Asmo when we don't have Cookbook. And then we have Seasoned Pyromancer and Bonecrusher Giant. Now, I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan of Bonecrusher Giant, and I think that maybe could be better utilized as maybe more combo spots, maybe some other stuff. But Seasoned Pyromancer is awesome because it facilitates this kind of mid-range game plan between Asmo, Urza Saga, and Seasoned Pyromancer, you can just win a normal game of Magic, which I'm sure, you know, if you watch the video, you'll see. But yeah, it just gives you this additional, this like kind of plan B. The only thing that I think I noticed, besides the Bone Crusher Giants not being the best, is I wanted something else to do with my sagas, because we only have access to 4 cookbooks. I wanted something, maybe a Shadow Spear, maybe a Maidenneck Spellbomb, maybe a Pithing Needle. I want to get more juice out of the saga. But everything else felt pretty good. And then the sideboard, some ley lines, additional Thoughtseizes, ley lines for graveyard decks, Thoughtseize for combo and control, a Braid, Shattering Spree, Alpine Moon, all for Urza Saga, Kolaghan's Command, Hammer Time, Void Mirror, Cascade decks, Spellbomb, graveyard decks. Mana base, outside of the sagas, the mana base is fairly straightforward. We have one Den of the Bugbear, kind of leaning into that mid-range plan with Seasoned Pyromancer, and then a Fiery Alley just to have a little bit of flood insurance. But yeah, anyways, well, let's get into some games. Again, be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this. Would you like to see more of this donation deck on Friday? But without further ado, I'll see you back in just a little bit for round number 1. Hey, chat, round number 1. We are up against, let me guess, Luris, Gigantha. Asmo, Inquisition against Tron? This hand's bad, right? Sand's missing, well, it's not really missing a cookbook because we have the saga, but it's a slow cookbook, and we have no Emrakul, no Goryos. I think I have the ship. So this hand has cookbook, Neonate, missing Goryos, missing Emrakul. I think this one's a little bit better because we have the Talisman. Keep this, put back Bone Crusher. What's up, Zero? I'm doing good today. Oh yeah, it could be Enchantress, I guess. Wait. I was not expecting Forest Arbor Elf. Well, we drew Goryos, that's good. I'm a little bit worried about Blood Moon. So I kind of think I want to get a Swamp and play Cookbook. And then I can go turn 2 Talisman, turn 3 activate, get Emrakul, discard Emrakul, Goryos them. I just don't want to get Blood Mooned. Yeah, I don't want to get cheesed by Blood Moon either. It's like the one way I could see myself losing this game. I guess this is worse if they have a Stone Rain, but they usually have more Blood Moons than Stone Rains, right? Got Sprawl. So the slow lands, yeah, I saw those slow lands. I don't know how I feel about those. And also the 4-mana Stone Rain. What's the 4-mana Stone Rain? Why did they do it this way? They chose blue. Okay. Well, we played around Blood Moon, and they had Blood Moon, so I feel smart about that. So let's go Mesa Talisman. Ooh, they're putting Gigantha in their hand. I like that. That's probably good for us, right? That's probably a good sign for us. I think we're going to get to Emrakul them. What do you think? I think we are going to get to... Oh, well, I mean, you know. I guess if we're going to just do that, then sure. Sure, I guess. Sure, I guess. And I'm over it, over it. Yeah, they named blue on the Sprawl. I don't know what that means. Not sure what that means. I would like to attack you with Emrakul. How many permanents would you like to sacrifice? Oh, all of them. Bolt me? Okay. I appreciate them sticking it out, you know. You never know. You never know. I could brick off for 17,000 turns. Narrator, I'm probably not going to brick off for that many turns. I do have the All Access Packs token. I bought one of those because I plan on playing At least I think there's an event on Saturday, a modern one that I plan on playing. But that's how I have like these sweet lands. I love these lands so much. I wish that they just released these on Magic Online, but for some reason they haven't yet. So, what do you think about insert spoilers since nobody's asked about it yet? I don't. I'm not really. It's weird. I'm not much of a spoiler guy. You know, I'm really not. How long does it last? I think it's their week longs each, week long periods each. I believe. I think it lasts a week. I'm not 100% sure. So playing against Ponza, I guess Ponza that named blue on Sprawl. Do I want any of this stuff? Maybe Thoughtseize. It's like it, right? Not much. Maybe just like trim some Bone Crushers, add some Thoughtseizes. Call it a day. Not really much of this seems that good. Bone Crusher is kind of cool because it's something I can cast through a Blood Moon, but... So it's like not the worst to have access to, but it is kind of low impact. I'm over it. Well, the same as a turn 3 Emrakul, however, it is incredibly weak to Blood Moon. Incredibly weak to Blood Moon. An opponent kept 7. Close. I'm leaning Mulligan, but I wonder what you would do with this grilled cheese. Just because of how weak it is against Blood Moon. Think you gotta keep it. And you just play turn 1 Saga then, right? If you're planning on keeping this. I mean, this hand, it does kind of have everything. I'm down to keep it. Yeah. I'm down to keep it. It's like, if we dodge Blood Moon, I think we're good. Uh-oh. I have a feeling we're not... Oh! Well, that kind of changes things, right? The problem with playing Thoughtseize on turn 1 is we're going to be a turn slower on Goryos. So it might still just be better to play Saga here. Especially since they let on Breeding Pool. They're not likely to Blood Moon me, right? After playing Breeding Pool. I think I'm just going to Saga Pass. Not sure if that's right. But, like, them leading on Breeding Pool means it's less likely they Blood Moon me, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what about the Breeding Pool Blood Moon stuff is going on there. What's the blue for? We haven't found out yet. I would have to assume something like Thieving Skydiver. Because I was experimenting a little bit with, like, the Thieving Skydiver Ponza deck, but... Well, I mean, if they Blood Moon me, am I even that upset? Because they have no mana. I just need to find a swamp. Honestly, I could just draw discard Gristlebrand here. I think I'm with it. Yeah, I like that. Literally splashing Oko. There's the basic island. You gotta love the Breeding Pool Steam Vents Blood Moon deck. Breeding Pool, Steam Vents, Blood Moon, Arbor Elf, combination platter. Swamp. I mean, I only have one basic swamp in my deck, but, you know. I'll draw it. It's fine. Copium. Well, they still can't cast Giganta, because they don't have a forest. Okay. That plays. So if I draw an Asmo or a Swamp, we're good. I'll take a Swamp now. Swamp still wins this game very easily. Alright, give me the one basic Swamp. I got exactly one basic Swamp in my deck, chat. You ready? You ready? Doom top decks? I mean, That's the next best thing. Alright, so let's discard Thoughtseize. Cast this thing. Oh, I should discard Saga. Get a book. Play a book. Discard Saga. And I think I'm just going to kill the Giganta now and pass. Have we done Goryo's Footsteps and Ransack the Lab? Also, does it seem better or worse than the previous Mardu build? It's different. It's going a little bit more all in. This isn't really doing like the we're not doing Archons and that kind of stuff. This is way more all in on like the Emrakul plan. So it's a lot different. This is much more of a combo deck. I would classify the other versions as more mid-rangey, or like have the ability to play the mid-range type game. But it's a little bit different. I don't know if I like this more or less. This is my first match with the deck. It seems pretty busted when you do your thing, you know. Like, it has some really powerful draws. Are we gonna win this game by attacking with a 3/3? Might. Swamp. Full house. Goryo's full. I wonder what the fuck their hand is. I wonder what their hand is. I mean, I'm sure it's just a bunch of uncastables, but like, what kind of uncastables? You know? More Blood Moons, maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna hold that. Rather discard it. Yeah, Spyro, Bone Crusher, good draws. I mean, we're just chilling, right? They're gonna lose to their own Blood Moon. That would be karmic justice. Oh, no attacks this time. All right, untap. Kind of hope they kill this Asmo now. It seems like they're gonna play Bone Crusher Giant, I think. So I'll just pass. Okay, nope, no stomp. This would be insane if I won this game. Oh my god, I think we're gonna win this game. This is wild. Oh, that's a castable spell. That also puts lethal in play. That's fucking hilarious. Just actual lethal. All right, your turn. Go. No shot, right? No shot I win this game. Remember that time where we were gonna play her on Blood Moon by casting Thoughtseize? And we were like, you know what? If they have Blood Moon, it's not even that bad for us. Because they can't cast a single spell. And that's exactly what happened. They cast a Blood Moon and then lost because they couldn't play any spells. I should have discarded the Goryos there, I think. I should have kept the land. Guess I dropped Pyro or Bone Crusher. Definitely not attacking Ren in 6. Alright, go. What an unreal game. What an unreal game. Uh-oh, they drew a second forest. Monka W. Okay, that's dead. 1/1 menace too strong. What's this? Another elf? I can just kill both elves. Clothis, also not good enough. They could have a bolt here. Well, no, they would have bolted last turn, right? Yeah, I don't know. Untap. Alright, kill your homie. Jesus Christ. That was insane, dude. Oh, man. They just played Blood Moon with Breeding Pool Steam Vents and just died. Alright, so Andy's usually on Hammer. This hand good against Hammer. can go Inquisition on turn 1, Talisman on 2, after playing Saga. I think this hand's good. I think this hand's just good enough. I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to cycle Wraith on 1. Yeah, I think I want to cycle Wraith on 1 because I'd rather play Asmo first. So let's do this. Okay. That is very interesting. So that kind of makes me want to play Saga first. So I can go Saga into Talisman, into Float, get a Cookbook, use mana, get Goryos, discard Emrakul Goryos. Yeah, I'm going to play Saga first. I'm just going to ignore the Inquisition. So they have to kill me on 3, or somehow survive an Emrakul hit, which is probably not very likely. Alright, maybe this deck's just busted. Maybe this deck is just completely insane. Alright, so float mana. Get a book. I guess I should cycle Wraith in case... Yeah, because if I draw the Goryos, I don't have to activate the Talisman. Okay. So let's go activate this. Get Goryos. Play Mountain. Discard Emrakul. Goryos the Emrakul. Attack. I guess they get to keep a Saga, which is, like, maybe good enough. Nope, they're off it. They're off it. Oh, this deck is nuts. Oh, grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese. Dude, I love this deck so much. Alright, Abrade, Shattering Spree, Alpine Moon, Kolaghan's Command. This deck is nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, grilled cheese has a bunch of 5-0s with it. I think grilled cheese has like 3 or 4 5-0s with it. It's cracked. Is Stream Decker down? Let me fix Stream Decker real quick. Hold on. Stream Decker likes to leave the channel sometimes, so I have to... Oh, wait. Stream Decker, the website might just be down. Yeah, it seems like the website's down. Well, that's not good. Okay, I apologize. It seems like the Stream Decker website is down. But if you want the deck list, here it is. If you want to screenshot it. But yeah, Stream Decker's website's down apparently. All right, what do you cut against Hammer Time? Do you cut the discard spells against them? Yeah, the website for Stream Decker is down currently. My instinct would be to cut the discard spells, but I could be wrong on that. You think Spyro's too slow against them? Yeah, I could see that too. Honestly, Bone Crusher might be too slow too. I think you probably want to keep the Talismans because you just want to be as consistent as possible. You could also just cut some of the discard. I'm just like not a fan of the discard spells against Urza Saga decks most of the time. Because I'd rather just like focus my interaction, like playing to the battlefield, you know? Like Alpine Moon, Braid, stuff like that, and have less of the hand disruption. Thoughtseize is still kind of cool because you can Thoughtseize yourself to take Emrakul, but... Incoming peeps. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Should probably change the song if I get some peeps coming in. That's not the best. Not the best raid song. This one's good vibes. This is the lo-fi version of one of my favorite songs. How did my fantasy draft go? We don't want to talk about it. I don't know. I had a plan, and somebody took Gus Edwards that I was planning on taking in the fourth round, and then I panicked. So it kind of all spiraled downhill from there. Because I really wanted to take Gus, but somebody took him before me. It was like 3 picks before me, too, and I was like, come on. So I ended up with Henderson as my RB2, which is like, if Henderson pops, I think I like my team, but Henderson is just not. It's Henderson's dicey. Let's say that. This hand's good. It's not a combo hand, but it's an Asmo hand, which I like. I think I just passed out during my Planeswalker only draft. I think I 1-2'd every draft with the exception of the Artifact draft, which I 2-1'd. Okay, this is just a turn 1 Asmo hand, I think. Yeah. Why is Bone Crusher in the Asmo? See, that's kind of what I was asking the same thing too, Spider. I'm not sold on the Bone Crushers. Like, I feel like if you want to play a removal spell, there's better removal spells to play. But I feel like you just want to. The point of playing this deck is you're more focused on the all-in aspect with, you know, Cookbook, Emrakul plus Goryos. And I think if you're going to focus more on the all-in aspect, I'd rather have my removal spells be a little more efficient, like Lightning Bolt or stuff like that. So, I don't know. Like, how often do you win games by hardcasting a 4/3 Bone Crusher? It's weird. I don't know if I would want Daredevil over Bone Crusher, but I think I would just play more efficient removal. Apex Magic 1993, 10 months of Prime. Really, really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Ooh. Okay, so we can go Saga Pass. Hold up a Braid for this, most likely. Yeah, Saga Pass, end up abrading this, or holding up Bone Crusher Giant. What if I just... What if I just stomp this now? Isn't that good, actually? Just go Saga, stomp this main phase, so I can't get hammered. They're going to hold up all their mana. But then, 2 turns down the road, I can just abrade this, untap, get a book, discard this, and kill them. Our Cookbook got discarded, so they thought used it and then soul getted it. I think I'm just going to stomp their Ornithopter now. I think I like that. I think I like this play. Because I think there's a good chance they're not going to get a second piece of graveyard hate with the Saga and the Abrade, because they don't know that we have the Goryos. Yeah, you got me off guard. So I am going to fetch main phase. And then just pass. Because they know about the Culligan. They know these 3 cards of our 5. They don't know about these 2. So they know we have Culligan's Command, Emrakul, Abrade. So we can let this go. So I assume they just get a hammer. No, I want a chump block. Some found a goldfish deck. I believe this deck was posted. If you go to Goldfish, let me take a look. Because Stream Decker's down, so let me see if I can grab a link for you. The Stream Decker website is down. It's the deck that I usually use for my deck list, or the site that I usually use. But let me try this. I was stuck in love. Yeah, here it is. You know what? We'll just do this. We'll do add com deck. Bam. Now try it. So that's just temporary while Stream Decker is down. They chose to name Urza's Saga. Alright, that's fine. I don't really care about the Saga anyways, right? They have another Stoneforge, yeah. So we should be good, right? Oh, thanks, Kerbros. How you doing today, buddy? Alright, they got another hammer. I'm just gonna block. They are choosing to not attack. So EOT, blow up the lantern, blow up the Stoneforge, force the action on the aid. So artifact 2 damage. I want them to tap out, basically, is why I'm doing this. Because once they tap out, I win. What's up, Big Ben? I'm doing good today. How are you today? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope y'all are having an excellent day. Alright, so let's get the book. The book. But you know you deserve this. The book. Got him. 2-0. Easiest 2-0 of my life. Well, if we draw land... So the question is, I want to keep this hand too. Do you lead on Inquisition or Neonate? You lead on Neonate, right? I think there's a consideration to lead on Inquisition, but... You thought the Marsh Flats was Caracas? Alright, let's keep it. I think I'm going to lead on Inquisition. And the reason for that is because if I lead on Neonate and they have a removal spell, because they showed us Aluris, it gets kind of awkward. And I think I can just play a normal game with the Pyromancer and that kind of stuff, so I'm down to just take position then. I think it makes sense to me. Oh. Okay. Well. Interesting. Kind of wish I had led on Neonate. I take Bolt? I think I take Bolt, right? I think it's easily Bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna take Bolt. Alright, spike me. So, this. Mesa Foundry, Eidolon Skewer. Okay. Can beat that. Land. Land! Land! Give me a land! So that's probably the next best thing. I think I just cast that, right? Yeah, I just cast that. I mean, I'm missing a land drop, which sucks, but... That's what I was talking about in the intro, Spider. I was thinking about trying Profane Tutor over Talisman. I'm not sure which one I like more. I like that you can curve Profane Tutor, like you can go Saga on turn 1, Talisman on turn 2, and then immediately get the Tutor on turn 3, whereas you can't do that with Profane Tutor. So when you have Saga on turn 1, Talisman curves a lot better with that, but it's close. Yeah, it's just like that awkwardness, like... Profane Tutor puts you a turn behind of being able to Emrakul, whereas you can just Emrakul on turn 3 with just playing Saga on 1. So. Alright, let's just untap. Land. Not a land. So, Neonate, discard Thoughtseize, try to find a land. I gotta try and find a land here. I'm gonna discard Thoughtseize. I don't plan on casting Thoughtseize. Uh-oh. Might actually lose this game. Might actually lose this game. You'd wait to block. Yeah, maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. Could see that. Yeah, that's fair. I maybe should have blocked. Might be right. Okay, well they're putting them down. They're putting themselves down to 15, so they are in range. Just need a land, please. I think it lasts for a week, Ashiok. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to look at the schedule again. I'm pretty sure it lasts a week. I love all the retros. The problem with the cookbooks is this particular version of cookbook is not actually available. The only reason I have access to it is from the token. I really wish they would release the old border like this and prismatic ending and that kind of stuff. But for some reason, the commons and uncommons, they don't have the old borders available. It is 1 week, yeah. So I got an 8, I got a 4. Alright, we have to find a land that isn't a blood crypt. Any land that's not a blood crypt kills them. You ready? Land! Land! Chat, I need a land. Plage. Land. I'm ready. I'm gonna knock the top of my virtual deck. Bang. 2 free for the bean. 2 free for the bean. The last possible turn, too. You know? The actual last possible turn. Haven't lost a game yet. This deck is busted. Oh man, I might want to work on this deck. Alright, so... Probably want to bring in a Braid. I want to cut Street Wraith. Every time that I've played an Asmo deck against Burn, I always want to cut Street Wraith. So I think I'm going to cut those. And I would like to bring in a Braids. And maybe Kolaghan's Command? And none of these cards seem particularly great. I guess a Kolaghan's Command is probably fine. You want to cut Spyro? Why do you like Voidmere against them? Need to play around Deflecting Palm. Oh, so do you want to bring in more Thoughtseizes? I'm down to bring in more Thoughtseizes. Okay, we'll do 3. How's that? We'll do 3 Thoughtseize, 3 Inquisition. And we'll keep the Pyros. Maybe, I guess you could talk me into 4 Thoughtseize on the draw. Okay, alright, because, like, Palm is the one card we can lose to. I'm down. I'm down with that. Just because of Palm. Have you ever found a spot where you wanted a Shadow Spear? Because it feels weird to play Urza Saga without Shadow Spear. I mean, the rule of thumb is you just keep every hand with Cookbook against Burn. So, let's do it. Am I crazy for wanting 4 Grist, 4 Emmy? I don't think so. I could see that. Alright, let's go Cliff's Book. Go. No. Yeah, it's like we have to take a turn off to cast it, too. It's like... it's kind of awkward. Spending our whole turn 2 to cast Void Mirror that may or may not even have an impact in the game. Alright, so they're going to hold up Palm. They're holding up the Palm. So... I guess there's not really much of a reason to discard now, because I'm just going to Bone Crusher Giant next turn. Oh, I see. And we're drawing... Oh, we're drawing into the Cookbook, though, so this is whatever. So I just discard the Gristlebrand, draw Cookbook, hold up Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, this is fine. Just pass. And then if I draw Goryo's, I can just go Cookbook, discard Goryo's next turn. As long as these struggles are aimless. Yeah, so I guess you could look at the wish clause as additional copies of Emrakul / Gristlebrand. I feel like if I was going to go... Oh, they didn't attack. I feel like if I was going to go more Gristlebrands, I would also consider playing... what you call it? Grief. So you could have more free spells the turn you draw 7. You could talk me into something like that, maybe. But I don't know if you have enough black cards for Grief. Play a 4-3. Could also play Cookbook, Abrade their Swift Spear, which I think is just better. I'm going to play Cookbook and pass. Why wouldn't they attack there? I'm not sure. I don't really know why they wouldn't attack. It's a good question. I can't think of a reason. White-blue. What is white-blue? They meant to tap red. Goryo. Oh, maybe they're playing around Goryos. Yeah, maybe. I could see that. Okay, that's reasonable. Could see that. That's a good reason not to attack. Which means they don't have Skullcrack in their hand. I guess they still could have Deflecting Palm, but... Shattering Spree, huh? They have one card left. I think I don't want to discard an Emrakul, because I want to keep the Gristlebrand in my graveyard. Because if I discard Emrakul and then draw Goryos, I have nothing to get back. So, I think this is fine. Really? You would discard Emrakul? What if you draw Goryos, though? Like, isn't Goryos plus Gristlebrand just enough to win the game on the spot? They only have one card in their hand, though. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Oh, they misclicked, apparently. Well, does them misclicking make you not want to do that anymore? I'm at 6. I could just cast Bonecrusher Giant here. I'm at 6, they can't. Well, they could draw exactly 2 1-mana spells. I'm in. This might be a bit greedy, but they have to draw 2 1-mana spells. And I do kind of need a clock, I agree. I can't just, like, sit here and do nothing. Try maybe Splash Ending. I don't know if that's reasonable. Ooh, that was a good draw. So, now I can attack, I think. I'm actually winning this race, right? Especially because I can just gain 3 now. And then pass. So we're both at 9. I don't even think I'm going to cast the Braid. I think I might just not cast the Abrade. Suspend Rift Bolt. Okay. Maybe I should cast the Abrade. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have lethal if we draw a land. It's 4 mana to activate this, right? Yeah, so we need to draw a land. I'm kind of down to take this. Yeah, I'm down to take it, actually. I like it. The only worry I have is if they drew Boros Charm. Because Boros Charm puts me to 4 and then the Rift Bolt kills me, even if I attack with Bone Crusher, because they're not at an even life total. Tilt. I mean, I'm still attacking. I think I'm just going to attack and chump block. Oh, they couldn't cast Boros Charm because they go to 4. Boros Charm puts them to 2 and the Rift Bolt. Okay, yeah.
So Boros Charm didn't matter because of the Pain Land, so they couldn't even cast Boros Charm EOT. Yeah, okay. This is good though, because we can just chump block. This is fine. Why not a Braid? Because they're at 9 and they have an Eidolon and we have a 4-3. That's why I didn't want to Braid. The Eidolon's putting pressure on them. Like, now they're just in a horrible spot, right? They're still attacking. Maybe they drew Boros Charm? I mean, I'm dead to that anyways, right? What did they draw? Dead to Boros Charm either way, so can't play around it. Bang. Got him. Let's go. Haven't lost a game yet. So this hand has turn 2 Asmo. I think this hand's good. I'm gonna keep it. I might actually not play the Neonate on turn 1 to protect it from a removal spell. I think I'm going to do that. Business inquiry and email. Well, I'll check it out. Grief. Sag. Waterfalls with a song request. What you got? Want to play fetch for tap shock? I'm worried about potentially drawing more. What you call it? More. Blackleaf Glyphs, but maybe that's stupid. All right, cool. I will happily play this song. This empty bed. All right, song request from Punishing Waterfalls coming in. This song is a banger. Banger. Yeah, I just turned it up a little bit. Not a 3-2. However, will we win? To be fair, we're not in the best spot here. We need to draw an Urza's Saga, please. Alright. At least they're playing the good version of Grief. Not the bad version. So I can't be that upset. And somebody said to me... Well... Alright. Go. I'm gonna EOT sack the Islet. It's a good album. It's a really good album. Alright, no blocks. No blocks. Have the persist. Okay. I didn't want to sack the Islet first in case they found a discard spell. Okay, that doesn't really help me. That maybe helps me. So now I can go 5, 8, 11. Take 11, discard a land, and then hope to peel Cookbook. It's my only out, right? I guess I could have Goryo's the Asmo. Was that a line? Maybe that was a line, actually. That might have been a line. I forgot that Goryo's could get back Asmo. That might have actually been a good line. Discard Emrakul to trigger Goryo's it back and block. Could do that, too. Yeah, I mean... I'm just trying to think if I win that game by doing that, or if I just want to go like kind of all in, discard land, hope to peel away to discard Emrakul. Like, I think if I discard Emmy, block Archon, I still take 6 and go to 7. And then I'm kind of empty at that point, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this game by Goryosing the Asmo. I don't think so. I think I just have to let it go. So we go to 2. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Hmm. So Thoughtseize is not enough, but we can draw Neonate or Cookbook. My line wins with 1/6 at the time. Right, but how often am I winning by discarding Emrakul and like going basically no more resources? You know, like I don't know if I'm winning that game either because I'm just down to basically nothing at that point. What's up, Killagerm? How you doing today, buddy? Think they have Siege Rhino in their deck? They might. I mean, I'm at 2. I assume it's just like for prismatic ending, but they got Loam. That's hot. That is hot. Are you ready, chat? Cookbook or Neonate Prage? Not even sure if it's good enough, but Den of the Bugbear is not good enough. All right, we have lost our first game of the league. We have lost our first game of the league. Why Neonate over Merchant? So the problem with Merchant, Ashoth, is if you turn 1, like if your plan is to turn 1 Merchant, you can't go turn 1 Merchant, discard Emrakul, turn 2 Goryos it back. So the problem is, like, whereas if you have Neonate, you can have the Neonate in play. You don't have to activate it immediately, and then untap, play your second land, then discard the Emrakul. So it's a little bit better with your turn 2 Goryos draws. Yeah. What's up, Destrominator? We're having fun today. This is the first game we've lost of the first league. We were 3-0-6-0 up until that game. Playing against Reanimator of the Abzan variety. I kind of hate the discard spells against them. Not sure what I like instead, but I really don't like the discard spells. Kind of like something like this. What's up, Phantom Man? Spyro has the same issue, though. You need 5 mana to go Spyro into Goryo. Yeah, that's true. I think Spyro is less for a discard outlet for Emrakul, and it's more so just like playing that value-oriented game kind of thing. I really don't like discard spells against the Grief decks. Because the thing about the Grief decks is they tend to go empty-handed pretty quickly. Just by the nature of Grief plus Ephemerate, and that's kind of where Thoughtseize is bad. At least that's how I approach these matchups. Yeah, we're just going to mull the ley line. Or we're just going to have it in our opening 7. Just like this. Not a ley line. However, we have a turn 3 Emrakul. No. Yeah, we have a turn... No, we don't, right? I'm short. Because I can go Talisman on 2. Activate... Yeah, no, I don't. This hand does have some upside. I can also cycle on 1 and try and spike a Cookbook. Yeah, I can cycle this on 1, and if I hit a Cookbook or a Neonate, then it's dope. So I'm down. Yeah, this hand's a lot better than the last one. Phases Tech in a league some days ago, they destroyed me. Yeah, it's felt pretty good so far. It's felt pretty good so far. Oh, 100%. Cycling into ley line, not even close. Yeah, Asmo lets me turn 3 because I can get a book. Yeah. How about a Bone Crusher Giant? How about a Bone Crusher Giant? Don't think that one lets me turn 3. Wasted art. Good about a lot of draws. Even Saga's a good draw, too. Well, there goes our hand. There goes our hand. We had cards in our hand. Now we don't. So they're probably going to take... Probably just take Bone Crusher Goryos, if I had to guess. Maybe Bone Crusher Wishclaw. And then they can take Goryos next turn. They kind of have to take the Bone Crusher now. Assuming they have the Ephemerate, which I believe they do. So probably just Bone Crusher Talisman, right? Yeah, and then just take Goryos next turn. Makes the most sense. Speaking of Grief Ephemerate, chat. Mail Day happened today. Mail Day happened today. A house made of glass now. I will show you what I got. Oh no, whatever. I'm too lazy to move it. Actually, no, we'll move it. That's fine. The house made of glass now. So we got these bad boys. Those. Bam. Love it. Time to scam people. And... let the stones throw away. Boom. Look at that. Etched foil ephemerates. Hard to see, but you get the gist of it. That was mail day today. That was mail day today. I love these ephemerates. Big fan of the ephemerates. Alright, so they had Malakir Rebirth. They left me with the Bone Crusher Giant. That is very, very interesting. Because I'm just going to cast it. Also, that was a good draw. Why did they leave me with the Bone Crusher Giant? Alright, Goryos. Any Goryos? Well, casting Bone Crusher Giant seems kind of bad into this. Casting Asmo also seems kind of bad. Maybe... I mean, I think the highest upside play is just go land, cookbook, discard Asmo to the Archon trigger and try and spike a Goryos. I mean, I guess I could just play Bone Crusher and then discard Asmo and then still have the same still have the same play available to me if I draw Goryos. I just lose a Bone Crusher for no reason. But I mean, Bone Crusher's kind of bad either way, and this is a little bit better if for some reason they don't have Persist, but I assume they do. I think no matter what, I kind of like have a 1-turn window to find a Goryos. Do we know if opponent has the Green Evoke creature? We don't know if they do or not. Alright, so now I can... This is bad. Maybe I was supposed to just, like, try and Asmo the Archon down and just go, like, no, go Hellbent or something? Not sure. Yeah, their draws were just kind of the nuts. It's kind of tough. You have maybe one draw step towards Goryo's Vengeance. Yeah. Maybe I should have cut Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe I should have Thoughtseize instead of Bone Crusher Giant. Because Bone Crusher is just so mediocre against them. I don't think we have outs now. Alright, you win. 3-1. Their draws were too good. I'm gonna Thoughtseize on 1 off of Basic Swamp, I think. Yeah, Basic Swamp. You think you would mull this? Really? How would you mull this? Stand seems fine to me. I mean, it's not explosive or anything, but maybe I'm just not mulling aggressively enough. Thoughts on the slow lands? I'm not a huge fan of them. They're good for control decks, but they're horrible for aggressive decks. That's why I don't like them that much. Stick Shardless, I think. Hmm. Let's play Cookbook and see if they force it. If they force it, I think I'm going to play the Neonate. Or actually, no. If they force it, I want to play the Cookbook. I want to play the Saga, right? Yeah, I'll play the Saga. Yeah. What's up, Ithacanus? It's not too bad, surprisingly. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's been a while since I've drank that much, but not too bad. Woke up, drank a Gatorade, had a good breakfast, felt fine. Gatorade is the key. Gatorade solves all of your problems. Yeah, that stream was so much fun. Not fetching Blood Crypt is going to be awkward. How so? It'll be fine. We started off 3-0-6-0 in not remotely close fashion, and then we kind of got nut drawn the last round. Alright, so it seems like they may have found a Violent Outburst. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying, Grilled Cheese. It's like, our hand just kind of didn't really do all that much, other than, you know, make a bunch of constructs, and maybe that's not good enough in some matchups. I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should have mulled. Kind of down to discard. I think just one of these neonates. 5 of them. Woke up, sent all the visitors who stayed night home, had breakfast, played some GGO. Nice, yeah. Yeah, it was so much fun, Joshua. You should watch. You should catch the go catch the bot of it. The stream was dope. Looks okay right now. Yeah, the second saga was good. You just overwhelm them with constructs. But that's kind of the thing, right? Is there sometimes your opponent doesn't interact with saga on a meaningful level, and it's just kind of just smooth sailing, you know? Yeah, the stream was so much fun. I'm pretty sure I played horribly. And by pretty sure, I mean I know for a fact I probably played horribly. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I had fun. That's all that counts. The stips were awesome too. Yeah, it was dope. Wishclaw Talisman, huh? 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Tuck. See if this is good enough. I'm going to make another construct. I assume they're casting Brazen Borrower. And by that I mean Petty Theft. Dead Gone. Okay. Make a thing. kind of just want to shove here. I'm with it. I'm with it. Just max pressure. I like it. I came in late. Why the neonates? Yeah, we're playing with Goryo's plus Emrakul, which you wouldn't necessarily believe that with our current board state, but we have Goryo's plus Emrakul in this deck. Are we a Goryo's Emrakul deck, or are we just an Urza Saga beatdown deck? Who knows? Who knows? We both play, got our separate ways. Different breed of broken. So now they are in the abyss. Double abyss. Doomwake wins, huh? I mean, sometimes that just happens. You just play Urza Saga and your opponent dies. Well, I guess the second saga is what killed them, but... And that is why Urza Saga is a broken magic card. That is why Urza Saga is a completely broken magic card. I literally did nothing the entire game. I played 2 Urza Sagas, and that's it. That's all I did. It was good enough. Alright, I don't think I want any of this stuff. I think this stuff is all meh. I don't actually think Bone Crusher Giant lines up well against any of their cards. So that seems like a pretty easy cut. Maybe Shape of Pyromancer. Because I'm not trying to play a long game against them. You want Saga and Luris Band? Eh. I agree with one of those. Like, the thing about Saga is... The thing about Saga is, yes, it's powerful, but it requires you to build your deck in such a, like, a unique way, and it's slow, and very weak to sideboard cards. You know? But I think either Luris or Bauble, one of those two needs to go. So people said about Opal for years. Yeah, you're not. I guess that's a fair comparison. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll buy that. I mean, I think what pushed Opal over the edge was all of the busted shit in MH1. You know, and I don't think it was necessarily Opal's fault. Like if you look at the decks that Opal was busted in, it wasn't necessarily all Opal. It was, you know, Oko and all the other busted cards. But I mean, Opal was definitely a facilitator for some of the busted draws, but I'm playing Neonate on one. Kind of would rather just play Cookbook. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Kane. Opal died for Astrolabe, not Urza. Yep, I agree. Yeah, Astrolabe was definitely a problem. Gonna ice me? I feel like I'm getting iced. Ice, ice, baby. So, discard Neonate, play Asmo. I have a feeling they have Force of Vigor, but is Modern healthy? I don't necessarily think... I don't know if it, like, healthy is the right word I would use. I don't think it's degenerate, but I also don't think that the repetitive gameplay, the repetitive nature of the Luris decks, I don't think that's necessarily healthy, because it's just the same game over and over again. And that shit is... I wouldn't call that healthy. It's just the same joke over and over again. And that's the one thing I hate about it so much. And also, it doesn't help that Luris pushes out so many of the cards. Like, there is just a laundry list of cards that are just not playable with Luris in the question. Like Liliana the Veil, Bloodbraid Elf, all these cards. You just can't play those cards. Spyro, discard Cookbook, seize. was thinking about thoughts using them, but yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense. And just keep the talisman to try and set up the combo. Because we can make a food with this. Okay. Okay, that works. Pass. Luris game's any different than Old Jund. Same game every game. Um, well, yeah, to Kane's point, you have the Luris is part of every single game, you know? Whereas, like, that wasn't necessarily the case before. I think I'm down to just block a Rhino with my Pyromancer stuff and take 4. And if they have a removal spell, I kind of don't care. Yeah, like, this is just fine. Me, black and blue. I do have to watch out for them having enough permanents in play to, like, survive an Emrakul hit, you know? It's one thing I have to be a little bit careful of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 9 permanents. They get to keep 3 rhinos, even if I Emrakul them. Hmm. Tough spot. Tough spot. I think I'm going to cycle this. Okay. So why don't we go Talisman Saga, and then we can kill a rhino, take 8, go to 6. We're kind of in a bad spot. I don't know if they're going to attack with everything, but yeah, we would take 10 if they attack with everything. I don't see myself winning by not playing the Talisman, though, so... And I'm just going to make a food now so they can't respawn and, like, bounce my Asmo. What's up, dude? Hoping to get your opinion on the Zoo decks, Kavusa, and what's holding them back. I think the efficiency of DRC and Monkey, like all of the Luris decks, the Blue-Red Murktide. I actually did a video. I just posted a video today with the deck that Hugo's been 5-0ing with. It's like the Cascade Zoo, but with 4 Shardless, 4 Bloodbraid Elf. And I got demolished. Absolutely demolished. by by Murktide. And the game did not feel close. And I think that's part of what it is. It's just it's trying to it's not it just you're not as efficient as all of these other decks, on top of the fact that Unholy Heat just gets you, you know. So, like, the idea behind Zoo used to be that you played these bigger creatures like Tarmogoyf and all of this stuff that would dodge Lightning Bolt, but now that people are playing with Unholy Heat, you don't even get that. All of your cards still just dive 1 for 1 for 1 mana, so... I think that's the biggest issue, is Unholy Heat plus the efficiency of DRC and Ragavan. Because your deck's trying to do a lot of the same things as those decks, but you're nowhere near as efficient as they are. Well, the good news is they're at 15 now, so... It's gonna be that it happened. Destroy target artifact, huh? Well, that sucks. Alright, we are maybe no longer in a good position. This is 12. So they have a stop for the Asmo. Well, they're still dead to Goryos. So, Goryos? Goryos, please? Right on time, huh? Right on time. Alright. Game number 3.
Go to sleep in Paris, wake up in Tokyo. Alright, play first. Sand is a one-lander. Oh, man. I think this hand's bad, right? This hand's just too bad if we don't find a land, I think. What do you think, grilled cheese? I think it's a mulligan. I think it is a mulligan. Yeah, it's really close. I think on the draw I might keep this hand, but on the play I think it's not good enough. Okay. This hand plays. I think I'm going to put back Neonate with the intention of going Inquisition into Inquisition plus Cookbook. Yeah, this hand's a lot better. Gemstone Caverns. We are not looking to hardcast Emrakul. We have Goryo's Vengeance. So the idea is we're looking to have a discard outlet, discard Emrakul, and with the shuffle trigger on the stack, Goryo's it back into play. That is the idea behind this deck. So we have Goryo's, we have ways to find Goryo's, we have discard outlets, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to end up taking... Kind of have to take Blood Moon. So I guess just Blood Moon Shardless. I'll take the Blood Moon first. Just in case they draw Force and want to Force... Well, I guess they're not going to pitch Shardless, but... Ooh, that was a really good draw. That was a very, very good draw. So now we just need to find an Emrakul. We're chilling. Any Emrakuls? Any Emrakuls? Any Emrakuls? I mean, I guess I'll just draw 7, right? I'm not going to not draw 7. She go. Okay. Attack. I think I'm not going to draw another 7. I am going to play Asmo, though. Get a basic. Just in case they find a Blood Moon, and the next turn we just have discard plus Goryo's Emrakul lined up. Yep. I don't think I need to draw 7 more. My hand's kind of rolled up. Like, what more do I need? My hand just has everything, right? How was Goryo's worded? Did it creature stay a while when animated in end step? Yeah, so the way it says beginning of the next end step. So if you end of turn on their end step at Goryo's Vengeance, you get the creature on your turn as well. So. So outside of them drawing Force of Negation, we should be fine. Alright, they have exactly 1 card. It is not Force of Negation, so we win. We did it, chat. 4-1. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Pretty decent showing for this deck. Pretty decent showing, if I have to say so myself. Go, she goes. Deck broken. The one deck we lost to had the Stone Cold Nuts twice. They had Grief Ephemerate into Unmarked Grave into Persist, and it's just like, there aren't many decks that are beating that draw, so I'm fine with that loss. And the rest of our matches were, I don't know, pretty good. Felt like pretty easy for the most part. Ooh, that's money.